We're back. Thanks again for being with us this morning. This segment is brought to you by the Village at Winter Park Resort. Go check them out. A couple big weekends still happening. Whiskey and Wings. Activities happening on Saturday and Sundays once we hit September. So winterparkresort.com. Check it out for the Village activities and things. Rocky Mountain Rep just showed up, so we're super excited about them later in the show. Stick around. You don't want to miss it. We're going to hear some John Denver tunes. Meritt's going to maybe stay and listen. You're not a musical guy maybe, but this might be cool.
Yeah, right, I can sing. I can sing.
Did you go to a show, Rocky Mountain Rep?
I did. It was awesome. We went to see Mamma Mia, and I'm not a big theater guy, but it was really fun. It's lively, and I love the ABBA music from that era.
Yeah. They celebrated their 50th year, so
it
was a good summer for them, I'm sure. But so talk about seasonal stuff, housing stuff. People, here we go, coming up around winter.
Yeah, housing is always a big topic, all the way from the short-term rental, which, as you may have read in the papers, we adopted short-term rental regulations, an ordinance, to license short-term rentals, and we know that that's connected to the low-income or attainable housing, or however you want to call it. Problem that exists for a lot of our workers, especially at this end of the valley. So people are renting out their homes for big bucks for the weekenders or whatever. That used to rent those rooms or part of those homes for the workers, and that's kind of shifted. And it's really the dollar's probably driving it.
Talk more about the regulations that were put in place. Is that a countywide thing, something that you guys managed, or town specific?
It's just in the unincorporated part of Grand County. So the towns do their own thing. So it's just in the unincorporated part. So it was really kind of a process that we had worked with both sides, people that owned short-term rentals and people that had problems with the neighbors having too many short-term rental problems. The 3 Ps, partying, parking, and the other stuff. That was the problem. With the neighbors.
There's one, I think, across the street from where I live that's a short-term rental, and it's always interesting because it's a new car every weekend, and you're like, wait, what's happening?
So we had people from the public on both sides, and we had a series of meetings, and we came up with what we felt was win-win regulations, and they weren't too intrusive, they weren't super high cost, but allowed some teeth to be had for the people that cause problems.
Cool.
But allowed the people that are making the money to continue to do what they're doing.
Is that something that you guys then regulate, or who?
That will be through our community development department. And they will have a person that will be kind of focused on doing exactly that. And it is complaint driven. We're not going to go around and knock on people's doors and say, you got to get a license. And they'll monitor it through the internet in terms of sending them letters. Because that's how most of these things get advertised, is through the internet, the Airbnb, and all those kind of websites. So that's how they will monitor them and get.
That really, I feel like, has changed the county and all of that popularness. Airbnb, one of them, is just crazy. What does that look like for you guys in terms of long-term housing or employee housing, or are you a part of any of those solutions that?
Initially, probably not, and we don't necessarily have a money stream for that yet. This is kind of just started. There's been talk of generating some of that short-term rental money that we receive from that and develop a fund for some projects. Again, those are initial conversations, and we don't know what that looks like at this point, but there's at least talk about it.
That's good. I feel like that is on the minds of a lot of people.
It is. So there's a lot of initial conversations going on. It's brand new. We really just adopted these earlier this year. And we've had a lot of people already. Our numbers are going up every month for people that are getting licensed for it.
Crazy.
So, and it's a voluntary compliance kind of thing. We're trying to make it easy for people to do the right thing. And maybe more difficult if they screw up.
That's good. That's really good. Talk a little bit about, you said unincorporated. Is that what you guys manage a lot of in general in the county versus town? How do you work with the town as a county commissioner?
We try to work with all the towns several different ways. We meet with them individually at times. We also have a mayor, manager, commissioner, MMC is the initials. Meetings like maybe 10 times a year. And all the mayors and managers, town managers, and the county manager and the commissioners all meet and try to bring up issues like that. And we rotate that around with all the different towns. But as far as what we oversee, it's really we try to stay out of the town's business for the most part. They have their jurisdiction within the city limits, and then everything else that's not in city limits is what we're in charge of.
Yeah. How much is not within city limits in this county? Do you know?
Acre-wise, it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's probably over half of the population is in unincorporated Grant County.
Yeah.
The other half is probably in some of the towns.
Wow.
Population-wise.
Okay.
It's about split.
Cool. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back talking with Meritt Linke, wrapping up some county commission stuff. So don't go anywhere.